Kevin Vardy. I'm from Nowra, New South Wales. I've just won the Scamander round of the Hobie World's qualifying kayaks. Not very far at all. Only went a couple of corners up the river and found a patch there. On the pre-fish, I went over that patch. I didn't actually even throw a lure at it. I just marked it on the sounder and knew that the fish would stay there. I just had a good feeling about that little spot, and day one I went back there and they were still there. So I was fishing only about 9 to 10 feet of water. I was fishing pretty heavy. I was fishing Z-Man grubs, 1/8 jig heads, and the 2.5 inch, and that's gudgeon colour. And I was just letting it sit on the bottom for 10 seconds or so once, and then I was just retrieving it pretty quick, small hops on the bottom, and the fish liked it. They got excited. The first day I would have caught upwards of 40 smaller bream that were undersized, and I think I upgraded about 4 times to better fish and ended up with a 2.37 kilo bag. And then the second day I didn't really catch that many fish. I got a 37 centimetre fork bream on the second cast, and that put me in a pretty good mood. And a couple smaller ones, got a couple of legals, and upgraded them pretty quickly to a 35 fork and then a 36 fork, and yeah, I caught a heap of 32 forks all day long and just threw them back. I'm sponsored by Complete Angler now, and they've given me this nitro tournament rod to try out and see what I thought of it. And it's a nitro 6'6" vapor, and just a 1000 Stratic CI4. Yeah, great rod, love it. It's probably more of a hard body rod, but I like that sort of style of rod for the plastics. 3 pound strand, and it's 4 pound fluoro leader. 2014, I won the Basin World qualifying round there and qualified to go to Amsterdam for the Worlds. Yeah, I didn't really expect that I was going to do that well, and I ended up with the second at BAM and now a win here, so I'm probably a little bit more interested in doing the next event now. Yeah, I'd like to thank Complete Angler Nowra. They've been awesome to me. Couldn't do all this without them. They've helped me out a huge amount, so yeah, and thanks Hobie Daiwa, Mortgage Corp, and the people down here for putting this event on, and yeah, thank you.
Aaron Williams, formerly of WA but now residing in Victoria. Second, it's the Tas Scamander Hobie round. Second place. It's the best position that I've finished so far out of the 2 seasons that I've been finishing, so pretty stoked. Pre-fish with the stuff that was rigged up, actually messed up the pre-fish and thought it was the day after, so was in a rush to get out in the water. Rods rigged up from previously, but then Saturday got my fish down the bottom here using custom 1020 rods that I had made especially for me. They're real slow taper, suits my style of fishing. I normally fish pretty light and throw heavier lures. I fish plastics a lot. This weekend I used a good old snapback grub in avocado. A lot of guys in WA will be rolling over in their graves looking at me using these because there's not many of them left. 1/16, I used 1/12 yesterday when it was a bit windier, and I fished really long, sort of about 4 or 5 rod length, 2 pound leader. That's the Femel spinning fluoro, a bit of a tight ass, so I use spinning fluoro and wind that on. Reels, again, I'm cheap and they're bream, they don't run far. I use Daiwa frames, got a full set of frames. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it really. I've fished some boating ABTs. I've won a couple of non-boating ABTs, won a couple of classics. This is my first real season in the kayaks. Yes, last season was sort of missed a few rounds. I wasn't even thinking about the Worlds. Actually wasn't going to come to Tassie. I was just going to fish the Vic rounds. And then when I seen the rankings and seen where I was sitting, it made me pull my finger out to get over, so I really have no idea what's involved with the Worlds and where it is yet, but I'll be stoked to be a part of the team, that's for sure.